Hello, Daryl here. The channel is Programming in Any Language. The supporting website is www.black-duck.com. You'll find the videos and PDFs of the code there in most cases. Video is the message box. If you go to the Tools, Techniques, and Fixes page of my website, you'll find the page covering the message box, including this video. You'll also find downloadable PDF versions of the slides and code presented in this video. For many of the applications you've seen on this channel, the message box has been frequently used, but it generally has only been used as an informational tool, informing the user that something has happened. But it can do so much more than that. There are 4 parameters available in the MessageBox.Show method. They are the message itself, a message box title, a set of buttons other than just the familiar OK, and an icon that can express the type of message being displayed, informational, question, error, and so on. When you see the possible button configurations available with the message box, you will quickly see that the message box can be an excellent way to let the user make a decision. And based on that user decision, the application can proceed down several different tracks. Basically, the message box is a visual if statement. In the following video, I'll show you how to create 6 different message box formats. Take a look. Up to now, you're probably pretty well versed in what the message box does. You can use it to display any kind of information back to the user so they know what they're doing, or you can comment on something that they've actually done through the standard message box. And you're looking at a standard message box right now on the screen. This is a standard informational message box. It has an icon over here. It's got a button down here. It's got a label or a name up on top, and it's got an X to get out up here. But this particular message box can be used in a number of different ways to actually become a giant if statement, so to speak. If we look at the screen here, you can see that you can have the OK button, which we just looked at, and it only contains the OK button, but there's also an OK cancel, an abort, retry, ignore, a yes, no, cancel, a yes, no, and a retry, cancel button as well that you can actually use in here, depending upon the application you're using. So it's a very, very versatile tool that you might use in your programs. Looking at it, this is the standard message box. You've got the OK button here, which can be changed to any one of these things right here by simply saying OK, OK, cancel, abort, retry, ignore, and so on. The message itself is something you're going to be putting in here. Right now we're putting in quotes. We're saying MessageBox.Show, and we put a message box. We put this comment in there, and that's what you've got here. You've also got the icon, which you can display a number of different icons. You'll see a couple of those things going forward. I don't worry too much about these. I'm more interested in my message across to my user. And of course, we have the title or dialogue sitting up here, standard, or you could say it's part of the anything database or whatever you want it to do up in this area right here. The standard message box, looking like this, if you wanted to code it, you'd code it kind of like this. This is a button message box click event. And what I'm doing here is when I click that button, that's going to bring up my message box, I'm setting up a str message, a string str message. This is a standard informational message box, which is going to pop in here. Normally, I might say MessageBox.Show and put it in there, which I have done down here, but I'm using the variable to contain that message instead. String str dialog standard, that's what's going to go up on top here. So we're calling str dialog, so I'm going to pop in here. So I created 2 variables that are going to hold this. And then I use my MessageBox.Show, and I put in my str message, which is the informational message box, the dialog, which is going to populate this thing, the buttons we're going to have here, MessageBox buttons.OK, it's just the OK button, and message icon information. So you get an I here by showing that particular icon when you look at this thing. Here's the OK cancel message box. In this case, I'm using a question mark here, and we've got the user can click OK or cancel and gets these 2 options here, which means you can code both these buttons to do different things. The OK can go one way, and the cancel can go another, much like an if statement would. It kind of looks like this. Again, I'm using the str message, str dialog to put in the message and the dialog piece. User can click OK or cancel, and then up top here. And then we have this var results thing here. So there's a variable going to be called results, which determines which button the user actually pressed. So when we look at that, we show our MessageBox.Show, str message, user can click OK or cancel, string dialog, OK cancel, message box, OK cancel. The buttons are OK cancel. That puts that thing up there. And then the question mark is coming up over here, so we're actually seeing that thing. And then we have an if statement. If result is set equal to OK, in other words, the OK button was pressed, I can do code that is inside this block right here. Otherwise, I'm going to use this particular thing that they actually press cancel and went on from there. There's more. There's the abort, retry, ignore. This has 3 buttons that can use. User can click abort, retry, or ignore. We have the STR message as user can click abort, retry, ignore. We have this dialog, what is on top here, the var results again, MessageBox.Show, where we actually display the message box, STR message, dialog, and again the buttons, abort, retry, ignore, are going to put these 3 buttons on here, and we're going to use the error X thing as our icon here. Again, we could use a question mark, we could use the information, whatever we want to do. And then we have the if results. This time we have 3. If dialog result is abort, we're going to do this. Else if result is equal to retry, this button, we're going to do this. Else, we're going to do ignore down here. So we have 3 possibilities when you have to put up a box like this. You can click yes, no, or cancel for this thing, similar to the one you just saw. Yes, no, and cancel showing up here. And we can set this up. User can click yes, no, or cancel. And again, the same thing. STR message, dialog, message buttons are yes, no, cancel. And again, we have the 3 if statements. If it's a yes, user press yes. If it's a no, user press no. If else, it press cancel. So that you can write code that's going to do these things in here, making it very, very versatile. The yes, no message box, just a yes or a no. We're asking a question, yes or no, to the user. They can click either one of these things. It looks the same, except 2 paths to follow in the if statement. User can click yes or no, yes, no. String message, string dialog, message box buttons, yes, no. Message box icon is none. We don't have any this time. We did not include the icon whatsoever. We just left it blank. And then we have press yes or they press no. And the retry cancel message box. User can click retry or cancel. Again, no information on the side of this thing here. So we're clicking, again, message box done. We've got user can click retry or cancel, retry cancel, message, dialog, retry cancel buttons, and again an if statement. If dialog is retry, we do this. Otherwise, we do this down here. It's always nice to see these things in action, and you'll see the code for this particular program in a link on the website, so you can go there and pull this thing down. But I actually created a program with 6 different message boxes on here to do those kinds of things. And if you look at the code in here, and we go to the top here, you can see they're all somewhat different. The first one is the button message box, the standard message box, the button OK cancel. We can watch these things in action once. So we're going to go ahead and hit a start on this. And up comes our form. We'll click the message box button. It's only going to display this is a standard informational message box. And OK is all the user can press. You're seeing that one right here. I'll click this off the side and move this over a little bit. You're seeing that right. Oh, actually, you're seeing it right here. There's a standard message box button right in this block here. The OK cancel is next, and we can actually try that thing. It's right here. And we get user can click OK or cancel. If I click OK, user pressed OK. Great. Let's try that one again. This time press cancel. It takes this path, user press cancel. So it's using this path right down here as you can see it. Abort, retry, ignore is right down here. We'll bring it up a little bit and we'll try the abort, retry, ignore. User can click abort, retry, ignore. We click abort and user pressed abort right here. User press retry right here. User presses ignore. Ignore right here, as you can see. We can look at the yes, no, cancel. User can click yes, no, or cancel. Same thing again. User pressed yes. Any code that was in this block would actually execute. Yes, no, cancel. Press no this time. User pressed no. That'll execute. Of course, the cancel is going to set it down to here. The yes, no gives us 2 options. User click yes or no. Again, you see there's no icon present there. We pressed yes. This time we'll press no. And we finally have the button retry cancel. Just like the yes, no, it comes with the retry or cancel buttons labeled that. User pressed retry. Try it again. User press cancel. So very easy to work these things. We've always been using the message box to display informational messages, but you can use this in code to go on different paths when you're actually running this thing. And we'll see that in some of the future programs that we'll put in our website and on this channel. That's what a message box looks like, and that's the varieties you can use with a message box. As you explore different applications on my website, you will see different uses for the message box when it is appropriate. With that said, go ahead and make use of this powerful tool, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Visit the website when you get a chance, and please subscribe to the channel. There's more stuff coming every week. Take care.